Hello, hello, hello. I am author and entrepreneur, the cerebral palsy vigilante, Zachary Fennell. Looking behind me, you can deduce I am a professional wrestling fan. Now, I know wrestling has some detractors. Nevertheless, I still believe wrestling can transcend the ring and teach valuable lessons, life changing lessons. I know this because I have experienced this. A great example of this is a video package, Total Nonstop Action TNA Wrestling, aired in the summer of 2006 to hype up a match between the legendary Scott Steiner and young rising star Samoa Joe. The two's conflict began with Steiner objecting to Samoa Joe eyeballing the veteran. In the video, Joe defiantly states with passion, "I'll eyeball whoever I want. Who are you? Who are you in my world, Scott Steiner? Who are you? Who are you in my world?" Man, those words stuck with me. I mean, TNA Wrestling aired this video package in June of 2006. I'm recording this video in February of 2026. Nearly 20 years have passed. 2 decades. Yet the way Joe delivered those lines left an imprint on my mind. Over those decades, I've often heard Samoa Joe's voice in my head saying, "Who are you? Who are you in my world?" To a point where that's become a mindset. Envisioning my life as a movie script and filtering feedback from the lens of "Who are you? Who are you in my world?" Going as far as to think, do you even have a named role? Are you bystander 234? For example, I have been to dinner theater, which includes audience participation. One portion of that is karaoke. Upon my return to the table, my party greeted me by calling me courageous and fearless. The lack of commentary about my actual singing tells you everything you need to know about my singing abilities. To them, I am courageous and fearless for going up there and risking looking like a fool. Meanwhile, I think a fool to who? 80 or 100 strangers at the theater? Who are they? Who are they in my world? I will go out, take the stage, and have fun regardless of what fellow theater goer 26 thinks of my karaoke. Another example would be at work. I am known for my colorful wardrobe. One day while wearing this, a customer approached me and was like, "I'm just curious. When you got dressed this morning, did you ask yourself what you could wear to attract the most attention?" At first, I chuckled at the comment, but then the customer doubled down by saying, "But seriously, did you ask yourself what you could wear to attract the most attention?" Some people will let such an interaction get to them. Rethink how they dress. Not me. Because who are you? Who are you in my world? As I explained to customer 1053, I dress for one person, and that's myself. Aside from providing that lens for filtering feedback, the video package TNA Wrestling aired to hype Scott Steiner and Samoa Joe offered elements which transcend the ring and teach additional valuable life lessons, like believe in yourself and ignore the critics. In many ways, Scott Steiner embodies society subliminally telling you you are not enough. Whether that's magazine covers and actors on TV making you feel unattractive, or prices on items you cannot afford leaving you feeling like you don't have enough money. Except there's nothing subliminal about Scott Steiner bluntly calling Samoa Joe fat and a half-breed. Then, just like in real life, if you overcome your doubts and begin to garner accomplishments, critics will appear to question the credibility of your achievements. Like how Samoa Joe was entering the match with Scott Steiner undefeated, having yet to be pinned or submitted in TNA wrestling. Steiner dismissed Joe's year-long undefeated streak, downplaying the competition Joe faced to stack up those wins, stating, "Reputations are earned, Samoa Joe. See, I smashed Nash. I smashed Sting. I smashed Triple H." The video package then cuts to Samoa Joe, still filled with passion and defiance, playing off Triple H's nickname, The Game, declaring, "I'm not a game. I'm a walking war, Scotty." Such a line exudes confidence, matching the confidence Joe showed earlier in the video package when he told Scott Steiner, "You've never faced somebody like me." Others might call that kind of confidence misplaced if you want to be nice, or arrogant if you want to be blunt. Personally, I would call the confidence self-belief. And to succeed in life, you need to first believe in yourself. Which brings me back to Samoa Joe saying, "I'm not a game, I'm a walking war." That play on words with Triple H's nickname resonates far beyond a whimsical remark and speaks to the importance of decisiveness. You play a game. War is life and death. If you approach your goals in life as a game, you will quit when an obstacle becomes too tough because you are merely playing around. Yet a walking war perseveres with resilience because there is no other choice. So when that obstacle gets tough, you figure out a way to rise to the occasion and conquer the challenge. Just like how Samoa Joe defeated Scott Steiner at Slammiversary 2006 and continued his TNA wrestling winning streak. Whoa! I hear that yelling. First, to those screaming spoilers, come on, the match was nearly 2 decades ago. Now to those of you yelling at me, "Wrestling isn't real, Zach. Joe is scripted to win." Yes, I understand professional wrestling is scripted. Still, the lessons I discussed here apply to real life. I have a physical disability, cerebral palsy, which causes me to walk with an unusual gait, makes me vulnerable to falling, leaves me burning calories faster than most people, and much more. All attributes which makes me an unlikely candidate to become a marathoner. If society was Scott Steiner, he would be yelling, "Marathon, you're disabled." That's where if I was just playing around, I'd give up. Let the falls, the fatigue, and everything get the best of me. Instead, I'm a walking war. The falls fueled a continuous mental debate where I internally contemplated whether to use the cane I had from post-surgery at 14 years old for the marathon. To up my energy levels, I looked at my diet and determined what I could change. Admittedly, years came and went before I exuded the same confidence as Samoa Joe. You can read all about my formation into a walking war in my memoir, Slow and Cerebral. I will leave a link to purchase the book from Amazon in this video's description. While down below checking out the link, also leave a comment, especially you, fellow pro wrestling fans. Let me know what a valuable life lesson wrestling has taught you. Stay patient because the cream always rises to the top. Ooh, yeah! Or failure makes you who you are today. I see you, John Cena. Again, put your answers in the comments. Once you're done doing that, rather than chanting, "This is awesome" at your screen, hit the thumbs up icon to show YouTube you thought this video was awesome. For more from me, make sure you are subscribed to my channel and have rung the bell icon to receive notifications every time I publish a new video. Until then, remember, don't blend in, blend out.